Here now live at the Cass County Fair in Atlantic, Iowa. A reminder, all fair coverage on KMA is brought to you by Western Iowa Mutual Insurance. Talking now with Kate Olson. And Kate, it's been kind of an odd year for county fairs, and what's going on this week in Cass County?
All right, so we do have lots of exhibits happening here in Cass County. All of our livestock shows have switched to a show and go format. Animals are coming on the grounds, getting checked in, getting their shows done, heading back out, trying to make sure that the families and the exhibitors have a chance to experience that. Unfortunately, we can't have those shows open to the public. We will be live streaming those on KJAN TV, so we encourage folks to tune in and watch all of our livestock shows that way. We are done with judging our static exhibits. We had 22 exhibits that we selected to advance to State Fair. Little down in numbers, but awesome quality of exhibits. All those are posted on our extension website now if folks want to go see what advanced in static exhibits to State Fair. And we also have our bucket of junk that came in Wednesday, and that People's Choice voting is live online now as well. So we encourage folks to check out our Facebook page of the Cass County Fair and vote on those People's Choice. Today we've got the rabbit show just getting started behind us, and the horse show is in front of me there getting started in the horse arena. So those are our two things going on today here on the grounds.
You talked about your static numbers being a little bit down this year. What are your numbers in terms of livestock this year with that show and go format?
We are maybe down about 10-20% as far as livestock that is entered, and we're having a few more drop out show day, but really pretty decent. We are going to have a few smaller numbers, some folks choosing not to bring them. We did give an opportunity to our beef exhibitors to participate in the carcass contest, so that actually was up this year. We had more of our market beef load straight on a truck and go to the carcass contest, so they won't be exhibiting in person here, but our carcass contest numbers were actually up because we were able to get our contract with Tyson still going. So those animals have been processed, and we had some good turnout for that contest.
What are some of your protocols in terms of COVID-related issues going on this week? I see wristbands and some gates closed and things like that.
Yep, absolutely. So exhibitors and their families, when they check in, are getting wristbands. Just let us know how many folks they have in their immediate family that'll be at the shows today. So they're getting wristbands. We do have gated. We don't want people driving through the fairgrounds. We are allowing people to, walk on if they need something, but they're not able to get back into the show areas. So, we do have gates that are closed into all of our main show areas, and you do have to have a wristband on inside that gated area.
And you talked about some different things going on this week. What's going on further that people can look forward to watch those live streams and events going on later?
Absolutely. So tomorrow morning we have our sheep and our goats coming in. So as soon as we get the sheep weighed in, we will kick off mid-morning with our sheep show. Immediately after that, around noon, we'll start with our dairy goat and meat goat show. So those are our two livestock shows going on Saturday. On Sunday, we have our poultry show going on in the morning. Our dog show wraps up in the evening, and in between we've got youth doing our Decorators Showcase contest in person up in the building with plenty of space between them and the judges. Monday, we have our cow-calf, feeder calf, and market beef show. And Sunday evening, we wrap up the fair with our market swine contest.
Thank you so much for all your time.
Absolutely, thanks.
Talking now with Mallory Binkin here at the Cass County Fair. Reminder, all fair coverage brought to you by Western Iowa Mutual Insurance on KMA. And Mallory, how are you doing this week?
I'm good.
And what events do you have going on this week? I see you're an FFA member.
Yep, Monday I'm going to show my calves, and today I brought my floriculture entry.
What kind of floriculture did you bring for this week?
I have a pig feeder that I put plants in, and I don't know, it's at the food stand, it's sitting right in front of it.
So how do you kind of gain inspiration, or what's kind of your creativity when creating those floricultural designs?
Well, one of the rules for the floriculture contest is the planter has to be ag-related. So I used a pig feeder this year and put flowers in it.
Is that something you maybe want to do in the future once you're going further into college, or do any floriculture work of any type?
I guess I'm not really interested in that part, but it is a good opportunity.
And you talked about you showing your calves later on in the weekend, and what did you bring for that this week?
I have a market steer for FFA and a breeding heifer for FFA and a market heifer for 4-H.
And do they have names?
No, I don't name mine.
Okay, and you said you're in 4-H and FFA, and what chapters?
KMFFA and C&M champions for 4-H.
What's your favorite part of the week for the fair?
I love showing my calves, so that's probably my favorite part.
And how is that going to work this year with some of the COVID guidelines?
We're gonna bring our calves in the morning and weigh them in, and then we'll stay all day, and then show them during the day, and then take them back home. And our market calves we're gonna put on the trailer, and then we'll sell them.
What have been some other differences this year that have made things a little bit odd?
I guess just not having the grandstand events and stuff like that, and not as much people around. I don't know. It's just a little bit different.
Thanks a lot for the time.
Thank you.
Here now with Cindy Becker at the Cass County Fair, and a reminder, all fair coverage brought to you by Western Iowa Mutual Insurance. And Cindy, how are you this week?
Good.
And what events do you have going on here at the fair?
I have 3 goats and a feeder calf.
And do your goats have names?
They do not.
They do not. So when's the goat show?
Tomorrow.
And how do you show a goat for those who don't understand?
You have a chain around their neck. It's not tight. It's to hold them. And then you just walk them around the ring.
And is there going to be anything kind of different COVID related in terms of those shows?
Yeah, only one family member can go. So there's not going to be a crowd watching you.
And what's your favorite part of the fair week?
It used to be like all the social people, just everybody getting along, but this year it's different.
And if you were to do any events or watch any events, how is that going to work for those who don't understand?
You have to have a wristband to get in and watch anything, so you have to be related to somebody who's showing.
Here now again at the Cass County Fair in Atlantic, Iowa. Again, all fair coverage brought to you by Western Iowa Mutual Insurance. Talking now with a couple 4-H'ers and FFA member showing their rabbits here this morning at the Cass County Fair. And how are you all doing?
Good.
And I'll start with you first. And what's your rabbit's name here you're holding?
This is Darla.
Darla?
This is Peaches.
This one really doesn't have a name.
No name? So what are they different? Because I see they're all pretty different. And what are they all different breeds?
These 2 are both lion heads.
Okay. And what's
This one, a mini satin.
a mini satin? Okay, very cool. And so for those who don't really understand, how do you show a rabbit?
You bring it up to the table and then they'll put it underneath the cage and then they'll like check it how it's groomed and how it looks, and then that will like determine your placing.